Now you're trying to craft him into like a better player. And action.
Appreciate you looking. Thank you, man.
You know what's gonna happen is next time you'd be like asking for more takes, like a
The Nets play before the hometown crowd. We've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And I think for Seattle, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
They're just getting warmed up. As good as they've been so far, they've got the potential and the talent to get even better as we get deeper into this season.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Clint Capella is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Anunoby in at the 2-guard spot. And here are the Nets. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
It's a catch-22. You want your guys attacking, playing with a sense of freedom, but not if it means a bunch of turnovers.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Mike D'Antoni for just a minute. Their emphasis will be focusing on slowing down Julius Randle in the paint. Coach said he's always been a great finisher, and we have to respect that. So we can't let him get comfortable down there. It's a big task when Randle gets himself going. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both free throws good from Randle.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Now here's Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Pass to Isaac. Clock at 4. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Morant. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Here's Dinwiddie after the basket by Seattle. Morant kicks to Dinwiddie. Westbrook against Zeller. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Russell Westbrook. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Seattle trails by 5. Westbrook passes to Capella. Back to Westbrook. 1:05 left in the first. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now here's Morant. Here's Randle. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
One thing we knew Randle could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
And the pass to Capella. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Westbrook against Zeller. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Absorbing contact so well. I mean, you really got to hit Westbrook if you want to stop him from scoring.
Passes it to Morant. And it's good, 2 points.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
Westbrook against Morant. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Anunoby. On the wing, Isaac. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
With long arms and great footwork.
And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Handle out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Green. Then there's John Morant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
Well orchestrated. Randall was ready to receive the pass and flush it in one motion.
Westbrook against Morant. Here's Capella. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Capella's got 6 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. Guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Here's Green, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Shoots over Isaac. No good off the front iron. Here's Anunoby. He nails it, and we're tied up.
If you're OG Anunoby, it's about staying healthy. You already know if you're healthy and whole, you can be successful.
To the inside, and Randall throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
That one drops for him.
And putting his burst on full display, Westbrook can blow by defenders in a hurry.
Pass to Randall. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Seattle with the ball, trailing by 2. 41 seconds left to play here in the half. Another shot, Capella, and easy 2 points on the layup. Capella's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Inside, here's Randall. It's blocked, and they get it back. The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. And so Zeller nails both of them.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Anunoby has the open look. A miss that time would have put him up. And that'll do it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead. And that does it for our halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Seattle. Russell Westbrook out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Now here's Morant. Here's Dinwiddie. And he's good on the 3 ball. Dinwiddie's got 9.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Westbrook finds Anunoby. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
And Morant's got the ball here for Brooklyn. It's a 1-point game. And there's the pass to Randall. A 3-pointer, no good. Westbrook against Morant. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Good work there as it goes. He's got 12.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Morant with it and guarded by Capella. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Seattle. They trail by 1. Morant kicks to Green. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Passes to Morant. Lets a floater go, and it goes down 2 points. Morant's got 8.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Capella with the bucket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Anunoby against Dinwiddie. Count that one.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Seattle trails by 4. outside Westbrook. Anunoby against Morant. Now, here's Anunoby. Not a lot of room. Here's Boucher. A three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
If you relax on him out there, he's going to make you pay every time.
To the left wing. Randall passes to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Yep, that one goes.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Anunoby against Dinwiddie. Back to Morant. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Seattle. It's a 1-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
OG's a tricky cover, has strength, has quickness, and just still learning the game.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Morant with it. He's got 8. Pass to Randall. Over Boucher. That's tipped. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Seattle leads by only 1. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Randall out there with Green. Then it's Morant. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Shots good by Boucher.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Nets trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Randall.
Ooh, love it, love it. Showing not just the dominance, but the creativity. Randall with the highlight reel play.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And stolen by Zeller. Jumps up. And the dunk by Zeller.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Here's Morant. Randall outside. Back to Morant. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Westbrook against Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Nets. Trailing by 4. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And the layup's good off the glass. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Dating back to his days at Kentucky, Randall can be counted on for big buckets.
Here's Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Morant. Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Randall no good. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Fires from 14. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the lead up to 6 now for Seattle.
This is what you want to do with the young guns. Get them out in transition. Anunoby can run all day.
Now here's Randall. Boucher defending. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 6. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Now, here's Westbrook. Over Morant. And it's Westbrook missing. Nets trail by 4. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Here's Westbrook. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Now here's Randall. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
This has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low, here's Anunoby, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Outside Westbrook. And so it's Seattle winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.